You're listening to the Podaholics Comedy Network. Podaholics.com.
Hey everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood Mike Coletta here. I want to let you know before the episode starts that you may have noticed some changes to Hug Life recently. First, we have new artwork. That was done by Danny at Studio Dodge. If you go to studiododge.com and use the promo code HUGLIFE, you can get 15% off anything in the store. That's promo code HUGLIFE at studiododge.com. And if you want to check out more of Danny's art, go to @StudioDodge on Instagram or check out Studio Dodge on Facebook. Also, I want to let you know that we are now on Podaholics.com. That is who we are. We are a part of a podcast network now, Podaholics, and you can get all your Hug Life information there at Podaholics.com. Also, they have articles and other great podcasts that you can check out as well. The Amazon banner is currently down on HugLifePodcast.com, and if you want, you can use Monica's banner at MonicaNevi.com if you'd like to support the show. So go to MonicaNevi.com, click on that banner, shop as you normally would. That is all for right now. Thank you so much and enjoy the episode. You're great. That was a good Tony the Tiger.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we going to have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev
so
Nips, I'm
great.
Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
It's pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a good
part,
point.
You know?
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great. You're on Skype. You're great. And even though you're on the internet, I still think you're great and trustworthy.
Trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I appreciate all of those things
Sometimes-
you just sang to me.
Sometimes people on the internet are not trustworthy, but you are up there. If there was like a trust meter out of 10 handshakes, I'd give you a solid 7.5 handshakes.
7.5 handshakes?
You know what?
What's a half
I'll
a
give you.
handshake?
I'll give you
Is that
8.
a high five?
I'll give you 8 handshakes because the halves is confusing.
Ooh,
A
thank you
half
so
a
much.
half handshake is when you go for a handshake and you miss and you just grab some fingers. You know?
Oh yeah, did like one of those,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not good, but it's still a handshake technically.
and then you curtsy.
That's right. That's how I do it every day. Every day I walk out on the streets and I curtsy lightly as I
That's
grab a half a hand.
great.
Welcome to the Hug Life podcast. I'm
Oh, yeah.
Monica Nevi.
And I'm Mike Coletta.
And this is our podcast about positivity and life and love and cave paintings.
Yes,
I'm trying to,
specifically cave paintings about life and love and friendship.
a lot of figures holding hands. Who doesn't like it? Monica, where are you going to be this week?
Oh, I'm in nowhere this week, which is nice. But Monday, what day is that? The 23rd?
Yeah, it's the 23rd.
Mitch and I are going on a little road trip, and that first day will be in Salt Lake City at the University of Utah.
Is that the Utes?
Yeah, maybe? Or they call them that?
The Ute of the Nation? Remember that song by P.O.D.? That was weird.
And then, oh man, I should have, sorry, hang on, give me one.
That's okay.
One
I can
moment.
tell my dates real quick. On Sunday, this Sunday, I'm going to be at the Chatterbox in West Covina, California. I'll be
There you
chatting it
go.
up like a chatty Cathy. I'm going to be there. You can check me out.
Chatterbox.
I hope that last week you realized that my show got canceled, so you didn't go to that one. But
Your show got canceled?
yeah, they're the West Side, the 12 Shiny Nickels
yeah,
show.
never
It's
mind.
not.
Yeah.
It's only once a month now. So
Got it.
yeah, but I
okay.
will be at the
sorry.
Chatterbox. So Monica, where are you?
That'd be a good one. Okay, sorry. Monday, the University of Utah. Thursday, we're in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Sault Ste. Marie.
Yep.
patron
and
saint of
that's,
salt.
At a casino there. All this information is on my website. So, if you're in these areas and you need the specifics, go to my website. Friday, we're in La Crosse, Wisconsin at Maxie's Pub. That seems
Is
cool.
that where LaCroix is from?
LaCroix?
It's from
La
Wisconsin.
Crosse?
It's from Wisconsin. It's actually made in
maybe.
Wisconsin. It's never mind. It's
Oh.
Warren. Oh, I was wrong. It's made in Wisconsin, but it's distributed out of Warren, Michigan. Sorry, distractions.
Well, where is it? Where in Wisconsin is it made?
I don't know. Someone just told me it's from Wisconsin, but it only says
Well,
Michigan.
because you know how sometimes they use an X for cross, so it could be like La Crosse.
Ooh, and they go LaCroix. Ooh.
Yeah. Anyways, And then Saturday, we will be the 28th. We're at Benton Station, which is in Sauk Rapids, Minnesota. And all that info is on my website, monicanevy.com.
And you can find my website at colettacomedy.com. And there's only one date on there right now because I'm confirming the other ones. Okay.
There you go.
LaCroix
What?
is a soda water
Are we just talking
distributed
about
by this. Oh, it's La Crosse, Wisconsin. It is.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'm
originating from the G.
going.
Hellman Brewing Company in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Let's go to the LaCroix.
Dude, did you know LaCroix is from
Factory.
1981? Welcome to LaCroix Talk. I'm Mike Coletta.
And now we're our real selves talking about LaCroix?
Yeah, because when we talk about LaCroix, it gets serious.
That's true. No jokes about it.
No,
Well, we might have to check it out and do some research when I'm in La Crosse.
That's right. No ifs, ands, or booty holes about it. Go check out the LaCroix plant.
T-holes.
Don't forget,
Cool.
you can rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast on your podcast hosting platform of choice. You know, maybe you're like a
Yes.
Stitcher person because you think that
Or-
podcast snitches get Stitchers.
Or
That was not my best. That was not my best effort. It's been a while. Like Stained. That band.
about Google Play.
Ooh, it's on Google Play as well. You know what? We recently were put on Google Play because we've joined...
Oh, yay. Potaholics.
Yeah, Potaholics Comedy Network. We're on there now. That's the big announcement.
We're on a network, you guys. This is just a fun thing for us.
Yeah, it is a fun thing. And there's like a bunch of other great podcasts on there too. Your First Time with Candy Hallway, Kane Hallway. Mm-hmm. This is Hollingsworth. I almost burped directly into the microphone, but I am a classy gentleman and I am not my co-host.
I am not a gentleman.
No, you're not at all. You're a rapscallion, I would say, when it comes to burping.
Ooh,
you like the
thank you so
welcome to Vocab Wednesdays. It's not Wednesday, but it is here right now.
Yeah.
I just confused myself with my own joke.
Is it a different day there?
Also, there's a Hollingsworthless podcast on there. Dwayne Goad, the great comedian from Seattle, is actually starting a podcast on Potaholics Network. I don't
Is he
know.
bringing his old one back?
Yeah, he's bringing it.
Goadcast?
Yeah, I don't know if that's public knowledge or
that's
not, but
fun.
that's where you tune into us for. Is we give you the secret hints. You know, you're like the ones and twos.
Yeah, check it
Ooh,
out.
check it
then
out.
what else? There's
John
what's
Reep.
it called? We're with Them? Isn't that
Oh yeah,
the
We're with
political
Them
one?
with Mitchell Burrow, my Southern Belle, and Josh Gibson, Seattle comedian, very funny. Well, and now in LA, both of them technically qualify under that banner. Brinkin Duddies is John Reep. It's his podcast
really?
about drinking. Yeah, Brinkin Duddies is his name.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So I think that one's
that's great.
That one's.
I didn't know
I,
about
I
that.
think that one's coming out this week. I'm not sure. I could just be like throwing out all this top secret information, like a real dum dum. You know.
Well, if anybody deserves to know, it's the Hug Bugs. So that's
right.
fine.
Yeah, so we're on Potaholics now. Also, you can go to potaholics.com, and there's a bunch of articles put up there, like Jay, myself, and Kane, and a certain special anonymous person are doing a fantasy football thing, you know, which is kind of fun. So, and
There's a bunch of different stuff. The
Yeah.
website isn't just podcasts; it's a
Yeah.
comedy.
There's
website,
articles, there's
you know,
videos,
so
there's a lot of
videos,
stuff on there. Yeah, it's fun. And also on Fridays, I write a good news story that sometimes is on the podcast, sometimes it's not. I've been lately going freestyle and going,
Ooh, look at you.
going not the even though the two on the podcast today are some real humdingers, and I might
yeah?
write about one of them. Yeah, just to tease,
Ooh, I'm
just to
excited.
tease 5 minutes from now. But before that, well, let's get real. Tease 15 minutes from now. Monica Nemi, what are your lexical embraces?
Yeah. Well, I was going to do Potaholics. Very excited about that.
Stole that from you.
I would also like to lexically embrace Eastern Washington University. What a fun time. Doing a show there on Friday, and there was 150 high school students.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're really being recruited.
Aren't they
to-
the Eastern
to go
Washington
there.
Eagles?
Yes, they are the Eagles.
Very
And,
patriotic mascot.
It was interesting. I was a little bit nervous about that, but like if it was just you and the kids, it'd be easy. You know, it'd be fun. They like dirty stuff, of course, but it's like a mixture of like college kids, high school kids, chaperones, parents. You know, it was fun. It was great.
Chaperones.
They did really well for being, you know, there's being 16 and 17-year-old kids in there. But.
Chaperones can be some real Buzz Killingtons sometimes. You know.
Well, it turned out after the show, a guy that I went to high school with came up to me And I was like, oh, hey. And he was one of the chaperones.
What was his full name?
KB.
KB? Mm-hmm. Oh, those his initials?
I mean, that's his name. That's what we've always called him.
That's interesting that he doesn't have a full name. It's just 2 letters. I'm writing down something right now for future podcasts.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, don't just fill the airtime, Monica. Fill the airtime.
Ooh, I see what you're doing. Okay, but it was fun. So yes, Eastern. Also, my next lexical embrace. We're starting basketball season, so everybody prepare for that shit. For NBA season at least. Greg Popovich. I'm going in hard right away.
Going hard on the pop.
He's a Spurs coach. He extended LaMarcus Aldridge, which I think is smart. He's got a plan. Stop questioning what he's doing. And thirdly, he
idiots.
called Trump a soulless coward because he fucking called him out and all this shit.
This.
And I appreciate him and all these NBA guys just saying exactly what they think about.
Do you want to hear my newest segment called Basketball Facts that I just learned this morning, actually?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to Basketball Facts. I'm Mike Coletta. How's it going? Nice to meet you. Hey, I just want to let you know that I listen to a podcast every morning. It's called Up First. It's an NPR podcast that does news in 12 minutes long. Yeah. And it's great. You should listen to it. But this morning on there, they talked about how basketball players cannot kneel during the national anthem because it's in their laws that they have to stand. Isn't that weird? It's like an actual law in the NBA. You have to stand during the national anthem.
You know what I think that comes from? This is my own suspicion, and I don't know if this is why.
They're so tall it hurts to sit?
Maybe. No, there's more international players, and so it becomes an issue because there was like a thing for us
true.
in
That's
college.
true. That's very true.
They never played the Canadian national anthem, and we had like 3 players that were Canadian. So they have to just stand for the U.S. national anthem every time, and there's like way more international players in the NBA than there is in the NFL.
That's a good point, Monica. That's a very good point.
So I'm wondering if that was an issue, if some international player was like, I'm not going to stand for this. This isn't my country, you know. And then they were like, okay, we got to write it in. Now you have to. That's
good. That's really good. That's a good fact, Monica. Look at that.
Just a thought. I don't know if that's true, but it is a thought.
You know what? I'm putting it down in writing right now that you nailed that.
It is now.
I'm just writing it.
Wikipedia page.
I'm just actually writing on a Sharpie on my table. Just no paper. Just like Monica was right. Yeah. If someone looks at it, they're gonna be. Well, actually, I'm in my room right now, so this is my table.
Oh yeah, you are.
Oh yeah. That's why I'm. That's why it's a miniature sweat lodge right now. Anyway, but also another thing that goes with that lexical embrace is LeBron James was like, I don't have to kneel because I have the keys to the media because people listen to me, so I can just say how much I think he's an idiot. Essentially,
yeah. I do. Nice. I'm enjoying the NBA's involvement in all this right now.
I do too. I enjoy it thoroughly, but not to talk about things that everyone's tired of listening to. Do you have another lexical embrace, Monica, or is that it? Because I have one.
Nope, that was it.
I have one. I was privy to a joy 1 week ago today, where I went to El Segundo and met up with the Iron Peyote Jack before her trip to Greece. And she was at the airport. I picked her up and I took her to Playa del Rey. That's Beach of the Sun, if I believe. Is that right?
Yeah.
Nailed it. And we went to this.
No. Sorry. King. It's Beach of the King.
Beach of the King. King Beach. The King Beach himself. I went with her though to this amazing. I had accidentally stumbled upon probably some of the best Italian food I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
And Playa del Rey.
It's called Cantalini's Salerno Beach Italian Restaurant, and it's just like I had stuffed raviolis with chicken and cheese inside of them, and the raviolis were cooked perfectly, like the perfect amount of pasta cooked, like al dente, as they say. It was perfect. And then my mom had this like chicken parmesan with eggplant dish, and then it was like a mix of the two. And then the other person, Carla, shout out to Carla, we had she had like these shells that were stuffed with like spinach and cheese. Oh my God, they were so good. So I got to see Jack eat. That's a lexical embrace within itself. Yeah, and then I got to eat in a delicious Italian food restaurant. Because I found this Mexican food place, and we went in, and I'm like, this is not my seat. One, because Mama likes to booze, and they didn't have alcohol. So we had to go to the Italian place, and it worked out way better. She comes back next week, and I'm thinking we should go there again.
Sounds like it. What
it's so good.
Great lexical embrace.
Yeah, if you want to know where it is, the address is 193 Culver Boulevard, Playa del Rey, California. So check that out.
There you go.
Yes,
check
Cantalini's
it out.
Salerno Beach restaurant. It's so good.
do
If you
love
come back, we can
Italian
go
food.
there. I'll go there with you if you want.
Okay.
You know, I know we don't like to see each other when we're not doing the podcast, you know, because we got to keep this professional. We're like the Opie and Anthony of the podcasting. Well, no, that's not true.
Secretly hate each other.
Yeah, but
No, we had fun hanging out whenever I was there 2 weeks
yeah,
ago.
what was that? Like 5 years ago? Anyway, well, so that was the lexical embraces. Monica, are you ready to introduce the next segment?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Hey guys, good news.
Oh, I hope you got your tear hats on. Here it comes.
Your tear hats?
Yeah,
Like
when
you're
you
gonna
wear
cry,
you wear
or
a
like
hat
you're
and
gonna
you
catch-
you cry in with the hat on, so no one can see you from above.
Okay.
But
got
people,
it, got
it's
it,
actually a
got it.
really ineffective way because people can still see you in the front. A dog named Odin survives California wildfires after refusing to abandon his goats. This dog essentially it's a Pyrenees mountain dog, adorable dogs, giant dogs. Okay.
Yeah, those are.
And they guard
fluffy
goats.
guys.
And the guy had to leave Odin behind because Odin refused to leave the goats. He refused to leave even though the fires were coming. And the guy was crying and he was sad because he left his dog behind. And then when he drove back the next day, the dog saved all 8 goats and a herd of deer. Like he herded everything into this like into
All
this
these
like
other animals.
yeah.
He's Noah of animals.
Exactly, and he's the god of thunder, which is great. Well, no, actually, not that's Thor, but
Odin
he's
is, or-
he's the All Father. Anyway, so he I guess what happened was he herded all of them onto this like rocky outcrop where the fire wouldn't burn anything, and they just stayed there until the next day. And
That's
Odin's
amazing.
safe and sound. He had some burnt paws, but other than that, he was good. Isn't that beautiful?
Whoa.
Doesn't that bring a tear to your
That
cold
is
cold
sad.
heart?
dogs will do it. People can all die, but dogs.
I agree,
I'm kidding.
100%. Speaking of people, this
Yeah.
is my favorite story I've seen in a long time. And I'm going to just do a mini shout out to Shane Torres because this is kind of involves his bits in his life. And who knows, he's got a great bit about it, about Guy Fieri.
Yeah,
But
one
Guy-
of my favorite bits. Watch his new Conan stuff.
Yeah, but Guy Fieri is actually from Santa Rosa, California. And he had to evacuate. And when he evacuated, he decided to throw everyone who got displaced a barbecue dinner. And he made pulled pork, roasted chicken, and mac and cheese for everybody because he worked with, this is the best name for a charity I have ever heard, Operation Barbecue Relief. It's a
What is
nonprofit,
it?
Operation Barbecue Relief, and they just
That's
bring
amazing.
comfort food to displaced people. That's like their
God.
entire thing they do. And they've served nearly 1.7 million years to those affected by tornadoes, fires, floods, and other things like since they started in 2011. That's an amazing charity. And he's a great Guy Fieri's a great dude.
He really. It's so interesting, and I wouldn't have never known any of that stuff without Shane's bit. But it's
crazy.
He really
and
does
people,
do a lot of stuff.
And people
It's
just don't like him, and I don't get it. But I mean, this is going into just watch Shane's bit about it, or buy his
Yeah.
album. More importantly, here you go.
great. Yeah, it's called What is it? Established 1980. whatever.
1981.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that was it. That was it, Monica. I need you to close me out. What are you laughing at?
Oh, they're just looking at what the top part of what I'm. Sorry, looking ahead. Looking ahead here. Skipping
I am
ahead.
openly not listening to you.
Okay, good.
Monica, you got to close it out.
Okay. Oh, hey guys, that was good news.
That was good. That was different than normal. I liked that. That was good.
Have a change up. I went for a change up on that one.
I didn't
Did
mind it.
you?
I didn't mind the
Good?
change up. It
Catch
felt nice. It felt good. Monica, we got to jump right into our positive spin topic of the day.
Whoa. Positivity. Let's do it.
We're
What are we
positive spinning, walking. Like
Fuck
and more specifically, instead of driving, like walking instead of driving.
Well, I got the number one positive spin right here.
What is that?
Fitbit. You get all your steps in.
And you get to compete with other people in Fitbit world. In
It drives
Fitbit
me
land.
crazy.
What, Fitbitting?
No, I mean like you get irritated when I walk back and forth in the apartment.
Well, it just looks like you're a pacing tiger in a zoo, so it weirds me out.
I know. So if you walked instead of drove, then you wouldn't have to weird your roommate out by walking around in the apartment.
Bam. First positive spin. That was amazing how fast we just jumped right into it.
Thank you.
One thing
know.
I was thinking is you save gas, obviously. That's a big one.
Yeah, better for the environment. Good point.
And you just straight up shed the pounds. Just watch them fall off of you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
It's just exercise.
Just watch the pounds slowly melt off your beautiful muscular frame. Just picture that.
You're
listener.
gonna see some shit. You're gonna meet some people. You know what I
That
mean?
is
If you're in
true.
the car, you're not hearing the crazy. You're not talking to people.
Yes.
You're just by yourself. You know?
You get in the moment. Walking puts you in the moment.
Yeah.
And one of my personal favorite things to do while walking is to have some like sweet music playing in headphones or a podcast and get that party started.
Yeah.
I do hate it. I do hate it when my
doing that today.
I don't like to use the word hate that often on this podcast, because we're all about friendship and
try
love and
not
magic.
to.
Yeah, but I really strongly dislike when my friends are like, "Let's drive." I don't like that at all. Because I love walking so gosh darn much. I love moving my legs in a back and forth pendulum motion.
I think we've gotten pretty used to walking too. Like if it's within a mile, I'll walk no matter what.
Oh yeah, because you also don't have to worry about parking. Ugh.
Yeah, great point. You don't have to park if you walk.
Dude, I had a little parking flub.
You could get drunk. You could be drunk.
I had a little parking flub. Can I share it with you? This is kind of off topic, but I need to vent to you right now.
Okay, yes.
It's actually kind of serious. You ready? I am with world famous stand-up comedian and love of my life, Kane Holloway. Okay.
Okay.
And it's Sunday. It's last Sunday. It's approximately 3 days ago. Okay. And I am with him, and we're going to go get pumpkins because we're going to carve pumpkins for Halloween. Him and I together. Yeah. Like a wonderful friendship we have. Okay. I get out of his car in the Ralph's parking lot. I open my door all the way. Okay. All the way. And I just barely touch the car next to me. Like barely. But so to the point where I don't even notice it. And I just close my door and we keep talking about whatever we're talking about. Broy dude. Like the broiest dude I have ever seen in my life. Full, all white polo shirt, white shorts, white baseball cap, white shoes. Gets out and he's like, "Really, man? Like, really?" And he's like, and he's saying it like that. And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You just hit my fucking car." And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, "You just hit my car. I felt it shook." And I'm like, "I don't think so." And he's like, "Is there damage?" And I'm like, "I don't see any damage at all." And then Kane's like, "Yeah, there's no damage, dude. It's fine." And he's like, "Well, you need to be more careful." And he's like, and then he goes, "Open your fucking door." And I'm like, what? And so Kane's like, "No, we're not doing that." Because Kane is like, "Shut up, you're an idiot."
He's like, yeah.
And then the guy's like, "Well, you could have hit my car, man. Open your door. I just want to see where it hit." And this is the best part about this is finally I'm like, just open the door. Who gives a shit? Because there's no damage. I'm looking right where the door is going to land, and it's fine. And we open the door, and where it touches, there is a tiny little blemish. And the guy goes, "See, you hit my car." And this is the most baller thing I've possibly ever done. Okay, I lick my finger. And I just touch his car, and it instantly rubs the blemish out. It's gone, like completely. The guy looks at it, and I'm like, "There, it's gone." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "The blemish, it's gone. It's like dirt. I just rubbed it off." And then he's like, and he looked like the biggest idiot in the world, and it was awesome. And then he goes, "Well,
pretty badass move for you."
Yeah, no. And he's like, "You need to be more careful next time." And then I go, "Was your entire thing to do this just to lecture us? Because you got it in, like you're done." And I'm like, "Do you feel good?" And he's like, "Yeah, I feel good." And I'm like, "Cool. Well, have a good one." He's like, "Yeah, I feel fucking great." Like he didn't know what to do because there was nothing. He just looked like an idiot. But those kind of altercations can be avoided if you walk.
That's way to bring it back.
You like that?
Buddy.
Yeah. So that actually,
that was great.
Yes, and that was a parking altercation.
Get attacked in a parking lot.
I gotta say though, I was pretty fired up about it for a while. I got fired up. Do you get fired up about it when stuff like that happens to you? Do you get fired? How fired do you feel right now?
Yeah.
Full of anger?
I get fired. I'm trying to think. I mean, yeah, I get irritated with people, but
I just don't like it.
It's only if it keeps going like that. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, if somebody's making a deal, but then if they're like, no, you fucked it up.
Well, the most important part about it is the guy goes, "I mean, I feel like I'm being pretty fucking chill about this, like not aggressive at all." And then Kane and I at the same time go, "You're being pretty aggressive, man." And he's just like, like he... I think hilarious. I feel like he's probably one of those guys that's gotten burned before where he's had like terrible marks in his car. But in this situation, there was nothing. Also, if you own a car, you got to get used to the idea of it getting dinged up in a parking lot because that's just the way life works. Like that's just life.
For sure.
You know?
Can I go back for a lexical embrace? It just reminded me of a story.
You're more than welcome to go back in time anytime you want.
I'm so sorry. We did walk there, if that helps.
Tell me about it.
At a bar the other night, me and another lady, just two ladies sitting at a table, right? There's another guy sitting next to us, younger dude. He's there by himself. And then this like kind of crazy older dude comes in, got a cane. He's just kind of yelling, you know.
Seems like a fun guy.
He's talking to everybody, but then he starts just talking to us, right? And we're kind of like, okay, we're busy. You know, and he kept saying shit like that where he's like, oh, am I bothering you? And of course I was like, yeah, kind of. Like, please stop. And so then I'm there by myself. The other person goes to the bathroom, right? So I'm there by myself.
People pee. Everybody poops. It makes sense.
And he's still kind of talking to us. And then the younger guy, because he came down and just sat at the younger guy's table, he didn't know him. He just sat there and he moved his feet. Too, like the guy had his feet up on the other chair, I think waiting for someone, and the guy like moved his feet off the chair and just sat down and started like talking to us. It was weird. But so then the younger guy, he like leans over to him and he goes, I think you're interrupting their conversation and you need to stop talking to them, is what he told this guy. And the guy looks at me and he goes, is that true? And I go, yeah, it is. And he was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And then he was like, tell me when I can talk again. Just like give me a thumbs up or whatever. So I have to lexically embrace that guy that was like, I'm going to help these ladies out.
That's a nice word.
Dude, I think you should stop. Yeah, it was really nice. And I was like, we should buy him a beer. But then he left.
I talked about this with Jay on a recent episode of the Hollingsworth's podcast. What fires me up the most is when people just ignore all social norms and just go for it.
Or like, when you ask them like politely or something and then they keep doing it. You're like, I'm trying to be nice about this. Please stop.
And I don't get it. Like there's some sort of like because that guy in the parking lot was just like if I really did hit his car and he got out and was mad, that makes sense. But there was nothing. Like he just assumed. Like he got out and just started yelling. If he'd have got out of his car and looked and been like, oh, there's nothing there, this isn't worth it, like he would have known. Like it just
maybe people just need something to be upset about. I
think so. I was thinking about it with like Kane, and I'm like, he had to have a bad day or something, or like get seriously burned by that before. Like I had a dude hit my car in our parking lot, and I didn't like. I got mad, but then I was like, but I was like, there was way more damage than that, and I'm like, it's just a part of having a car in life.
And you're like, what is being mad about it gonna help? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's not gonna do anything.
It's the same outcome if you are calmly asking them about it, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's probably going to turn out better because you're being nice, you know. People respond better when you're nice.
Yeah, and if he came out like, hey man, I think you hit my car, I'd have been like, oh shit, sorry. But he came out like, yo bro.
Yeah, did you hit my fucking car?
Yeah, no kidding. I'm like, don't be a dum-dum. I mean, I am an oaf and I open doors widely, but I mean that's just the way I live my life. And ended up carving a pumpkin and watched a scary movie with Kane later. So it was a great day. Kane carved an alien into his pumpkin, like an alien from the Alien franchise. It looked great. And then I, because I'm a classic pumpkin carver kind of person, I
like to stick to the...
Yeah, I carved triangle eyes and a big smile and then one tooth. And I shaved the pumpkin skin off the tooth to make it look whiter, you know? Getting a little detail oriented, you know. Well, how do you?
That, a little classy, artistic.
How do you carve a pumpkin, Monica? How do you carve that?
I'm pretty classically, and like I'm just gonna make a face.
Yeah.
You know. I also like I like to do some eyebrows or something weird, so it looks like they're like being goofy or something, you know, not just like smiling. Mm-hmm. That's usually the only difference I can muster. I'm not that artistic.
Can we start? Yeah, you're just a stand-up comedian that writes original material, not artistic at all. I was wondering, can we start a podcast called the Pumpcast? Can we do it? The Pumpcast, where we just talk about pumpkins. Pumpcast.
Oh yeah.
All things pumpkins, pumpkin spice. Pumpkin rice, everything that's nice. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin beer,
like what you call your boo sometimes.
Hey,
call pumpkin.
Hey there, pumpkin.
Yeah,
pumpkin's that pumpkin is a great pet name.
Yep. Sorry.
My name is Monica, and I watch videos during a podcast. Although that's probably for the podcast,
it's for charity. Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
But I forgot it until just now.
I get it.
Anyways, I'm sorry.
So anyway, walking.
Okay, walking.
What's the max distance you'll walk?
You can bond with my mother.
Oh, really? If you walk,
yeah.
you can bond with Pam?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I feel like
the
we
easiest way to get in there.
really buried the lead on that one, I think, as far as what we should be positive spinning walking for.
Yeah, that's it. Done.
I feel like
You be
every
friends with
listener
Pam.
wants to get closer to Pam, you know?
It's true. You're right.
I do.
Hot Pam. You got to get out there. You got to get some steps in. Even, especially on the Fitbit, because you can talk to her on the Fitbit and be friends and see how many steps you guys are getting and stuff.
I really want a Fitbit. That's possibly one of my Christmas ideas I've thrown out to family and loving girlfriends. Is I really want a Fitbit.
Yeah.
I want to get BitFit.
Well,
you know?
maybe Captain Jack's listening.
Captain Jack's always listening, to the point where every time I talk to her on the phone, she always tells me about it. And she also wants us to take more pirate quizzes. So listeners, if you have any pirate quizzes, you can send them to huglifepodcast@gmail.com.
That's a great point. Anyways, if you guys have quizzes, anything you want to talk about, you need help, we positive spin something for you, or you got like a charity event or something, or an organization, send that to us too.
Or tasteful nudes.
Sure, yeah, only tasteful ones.
Oh yeah, if it's kind of like an artsy kind of thing, you know, that's what I'm into. You know, like a Renaissance painting, but butts.
Yeah, a Renaissance painting, but butts.
Yeah,
sure.
Why not? You know. Do you have anything else you'd like to share about walking, Monica? Because I feel like you're ready to go in this top 5. I feel like you're excited about it.
I was figuring I am a little bit prepared for the top 5, but let's see. What do you? I would think like in school. I was thinking about in school. If you walked instead of drove, then you would probably be friends with people you wouldn't normally be friends with. You know what I mean? Because they just happen to live close to you or something. And then maybe you just walk to school together. You know?
I like that. It's a social aspect of walking. Join a walking club. Also, you know what's a great thing to walk with? A dog.
Oh, good one. Or a cat.
Or a cat. You can walk a cat. I've done it multiple times in my life. More times than I can count on my fingers and toes. Maybe my head, shoulders, knees, and toes, but not my fingers and toes.
Head, shoulders, knees, and cats.
Knees and cats. Meow.
Yes. That and just the fresh air. Duh.
Yeah.
Get some fresh air.
Well, I mean, if you're in California,
kind of nature.
You're in California, maybe not. Maybe like if you're in a
more dangerous, but
nice rural state, you know, walk around. Go to a park. Walk around a park too.
Yeah, that's always one of our suggestions for anybody. Get out there, go to a park. You know?
Get out there and park it up.
Yeah, let's say hypothetically you live too far away from anything to walk to, you know. Then maybe drive to the park and then walk around the park.
I agree with that statement wholeheartedly.
Thank you so much.
But yeah, so just walk instead of driving. Because also, just the idea of, like, it comes from me living in Los Angeles, I feel like now, for 2 years, is I don't want to drive ever, you know? Especially when you realize that there's so much trust going on with driving. It's terrifying when you think about it. You know, like blind trust of just being like, this person's going to merge and not murder me, you know? And now,
yeah, that's true.
If you
There's
walk
not a motorcycle coming around.
Yeah, if you walk, you can avoid that situation altogether. Trying to mask Monica's burp with my own voice.
That one snuck up on me. I'm sorry.
It came out and bit you. Something came up and burped me. Seltzer water. We're both drinking seltzer waters.
Yep.
I'd positive spin seltzer water all day, but I think I have positive spun LaCroix on this podcast before. We
have talked about it enough, probably, but.
Oh, you mean from La Crosse, Wisconsin, where you're about to go? Oh my goodness gracious!
To the homeland of seltzer.
To the home where the water comes out of the ground, flavored, but lightly flavored. This is the Pamplemousse fountain.
Pamplemousse.
I got you this Pamplemousse spring in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Damn dog.
Damn dog indeed. Monica, I'm ready to top 5 turnaround all day, every day of my life.
Let's do it. Are you ready? Because I'm really excited for this. I think this is going to be a fun one.
I am. Oh, you know,
Because I really kind of switched it up for you.
I am the king of fun, as they say.
Do they say that?
Yeah, everyone says it in my fun kingdom. And I am the noble.
I didn't know that.
I'm the firstborn of a fun family. Noble fun family.
Fun family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, top 5 turn around. This one is another scenario one. I like that when I give you a little twist,
scenario where I where I get really cray on it.
Well, because I wanted to make it about walking, but it seemed like a boring, was a lot of like worst Walking Dead characters, but I don't know enough about that to.
Yeah, we don't want to do
really,
that. That show's
right.
shit anyway. Boom
So
roasted. You heard it here first.
what
Not really.
I
I'm just
did
kidding.
Was I picked what people thought were the worst or most annoying sitcom characters, and you have to tell us why you would want to walk to school with them.
Walk
every day.
to school specifically? Like we're going to school together?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm ready. I am ready for these annoying sitcom characters. Hopefully, I know them. Okay, let's go.
Number 1, Kimmy Gibbler. She's from Full House. You know, the neighbor chick that always comes in.
Oh, she is one of my childhood crushes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kimmy Gibbler. This is the lady I'm thinking of right now.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
like the weird ones?
Yeah,
It's like
the
DJ's
quirky.
best friend.
Kimmy Gibbler. Typing that in. Oh yeah, Kimmy Gibbler. Seriously, she was the
even
one.
though she's annoying, you try to put the moves on.
I would try to put the moves on her. You know, I have a thing for weird, quirky ladies. You know, like and she's cool because she's quirky. Not like a Zoe Deschanel. She's not quirky. Okay, she's lying. But this lady seems like she's real OG quirks. You know, and I'm into it. And we'd walk to school, and she'd tell me about weird facts about the world. You know.
Oh, she would know about some weird stuff. That's
Yeah,
a good
so
point.
the conversation would always go to the good places. You know, it would be. She's an entertaining person to talk to, so I think in that way it's a beautiful thing alone. You know.
Okay.
Also, she's 41. That actress, she's 41. I am 29, and it would work. You know, she just wanted to.
Cool, I like it. Okay, so it's a possible love connection here on that one for you.
I'm just a love machine, and I'm not working for anyone but Kimmy Gibbler.
Okay, I'm gonna write that
Like
down.
you can try to turn it on, and it just won't turn on. It won't start for you. It's like the sword and the stone. There's a chosen one. You know.
The love machine, is that what?
I'm just a love machine, and I won't work for anyone but Kimmy Gibbler.
So you gotta put your sword in her stone specifically, is that what it is?
That's it. To rev my engine, as they say, as mechanical people say that. They say that you're going to rev my engine. It's a joke they have at MIT. It's fun. I might be a sex robot.
Are you?
I never thought about it before.
Was it like Westworld where you're figuring out now that you are a robot?
Yeah, I just wake up every morning and I feel like someone just washed me down in the middle of the night. Like I'm way cleaner than I was before. And I could have sworn I was shot 16 times yesterday, and I just woke up and I feel fine.
You're like, it feels like someone put a hose in my butt.
It feels like someone put a hose in my butt, and none of these memories are real. It feels like Anthony Hopkins wants me to escape. Anyway, that was a spoiler. I should put a spoiler warning on this episode.
Okay. Well, I think you did a great job with Kimmy, of course.
Me and Kimmy sitting in a tree, conversationing. There's a lot to spell, so I didn't want to.
Is it conversing?
What is sure?
Conversationing.
Hey, this episode's going to be called Conversationing.
Yes, it is.
Conversationing. I have an English creative writing degree, and I got very creative with that word just now. So I think that's fine.
Conversation. And then you were like, that's too many letters. I'm not going to spell it. Well, you
Her
gave
and
yourself some
I
extra work.
were hanging out, conversationing last night.
We conversationed until 3 a.m.
And then we stopped conversationing, and we started making outying.
Making outying?
Making outying.
All right. You're creeping us out. Okay. Number 2.
I would never creep out Kimmy. Go.
Ted Mosby. From
the How I Met Your Mother. He's the lead character.
Show.
That man
Which
also.
one is he? Oh, he's the main guy, the dark-haired guy?
Mm-hmm. Also, he'd be a good person to go on walks with because he is at his heart of hearts a romantic. You know, so if you were having problems with a significant other, he would be there for you to help, and he'd always believe, like he'd be a guy that's always on your side, which you need. You know, you need someone like that. He always wants it
to work out, guy.
Mm-hmm. And in the show, he has fun, like quirky inside jokes, which is always fun to have with friends. You know, like fun, like slap bets and things of that nature. So it'd be nice.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
I didn't know where to go.
You didn't know where that one was going, but I mean, it's no Kimmy Gibb. Like, if I had to vote between, I would pick Kimmy over Ted, you know?
Okay.
But I was a firm believer in high school and not in the bros before hoes scenario. I didn't believe in that at all.
Okay.
And I liked hanging out with ladies better anyway, usually, you know? Seems chiller. So I feel like I'd go with Kimmy over Ted.
Oh, are we? You got to pick which one you like the best.
Yeah,
then?
as the list goes on, I'm going to let you know who is the one that I belong with on these school walks.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready. I'm so ready it hurts how ready I am, Monica. I'm ready at this physical pain inside my body. Go.
Mr. Roper from Three's Company.
I have no idea about I don't know who Mr. Roper is. I've never seen a full episode of Three's Company, so I'm going to Google him right now and let you know exactly what I think based off his appearance. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's this guy? It's the guy that talks all weird? Oh my gosh, I love this guy. Isn't he like,
He
Randy?
is their landlord.
He's like, what are you doing? Like, he talks like that? Dude, I would love being with this guy because you would get into an argument with a bully and he'd tell someone to fuck off, but in his fun voice, like, you can go fuck yourself. Like that. Like, that'd be fun. Mr. Roper, him and I, broing down. This is a good one. He also appears to wear really baller neckerchiefs in the show. You know?
Neckerchiefs?
Yeah, like those weird things or like that tie around your neck. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what
Google
like,
image
but...
Mr. Roper on Three's. Exactly put in Google Mr. Roper on Three's Company, and you'll see what I'm talking about. He's wearing these like they look like ties, but you tie them just loosely around your neck without any fancy rope knots. Rope knots? No sailor's knots for this guy. He just ties these neckerchiefs on. You know, living the dream.
Images.
He also wears giant collars, so I feel like he's really crushing it.
I feel like there was two separate characters or two separate actors that maybe played the same.
I'm looking at the guy who goes like, "Oh, what are you doing?" That guy.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
But I think it's
great.
great.
There is a different one though, but that's okay. Either way, I don't know. Yeah. I can't remember. I mean, he's a landlord, so he's annoying.
I will say, in trouble, even if it's not that guy, just the fashion alone. The 70s fashion, like he would tell you, be like, "Hey, Mike, that shirt doesn't fit you correctly. Let's go to the store and help you out, and we'll walk there." And you're like, "Oh, thanks, Mr. Roper."
You have a fun story every day. People would be like, "Why do you walk to school with this old dude?"
And I'd be like, "He's my best friend. Fuck off, Jennifer." That's what I would say, and then Jennifer would cry because she couldn't handle it.
Yeah,
she'd be jealous.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, you ready for number 4?
Ready.
Steve Urkel.
Steve Urkel. Oh, are you trying to calculate some math right now? Because he's going to help you out on your walk with your homework. Hey, what's this?
You could finish your homework.
What's this? You have a tutor that walks back and forth to school with you. You're passing every class every time you walk with Steve Urkel. Also, the suspender game alone. Like, just you'd be like, oh, you know what? I think I should switch away from belts and go straight to suspenders. You're right, Steve. Thank you. You know? He'll teach you things like if you keep a pen in your front pocket without a protector, it'll ruin your shirt. It'd be nice. So as a tutor,
I think that's great.
I mean, he'd be my tutor for sure. He'd help me pass class. Did you have a class that you had a hard time passing in high school that you can remember?
In high school?
Mm-hmm. Tell me all about it. Tell me all about it. We're in the trust tree.
Like AP Bio.
AP Bio is hard. I had a hard time with AP US History because your boy didn't study at all. I was afraid of studying. Afraid of the studying. So if I had Steven with me,
I had trouble with physics in college, and I feel like he really probably could have helped.
He would have really helped you with that. Also, on the off days, he would dress up. What was his name? Stefan, right?
Stefan Urkel.
Urkel. Stefan is the character from Saturday Night Live.
No, he is. He's Stefan Urkel instead of Steve Urkel. Stefan Urkel.
That's right. So yeah, he would occasionally dress up as a cool guy. You're like, who's this? Oh, it's always my friend. It's always been. But he's like, help you out. What you doing there? You got some Legos?
Trying to cut a string off my pants with my keys.
Did it work not well?
What?
Did it not work very well?
No, I need to get the scissors, but they're across the room. Anyway.
You should see if the cat can chew that off for you. Useful cat facts.
Catless, where are you?
He's Catless. Dead. But yeah, so he would be my tutor. He would be my tutor. Steve Urkel. Still, I got to say, Kimmy Gibbler's in front right now. She's in front right now.
Okay, all right. I don't know. We'll see after this one.
All right.
Ready for number 1?
Ready
5?
for number 5.
Number 1, number 5.
Number 5 or number 1. Whichever one you want.
Fran Fine.
Fran Fine? From The Nanny?
The Nanny, yeah.
Oh my God. That lady?
Yeah.
Dude, she seems dope because she would take care of you, you know? Like, she'd be like, let's go get ice cream. And you'd go get ice cream, right? But she'd also be like a really, like, she seems like the kind of friend that is just like undying, you know? Just like always there for you. Just way too strong.
Just way too strong.
Which
It's
is
too
good.
much,
You
too
need
much.
someone that's always in your corner like that.
That's true.
So I would love her for that. She would be my one. Ah, man, this is hard. I got to choose between Kimmy Gimbler and the Nanny.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Because Nanny's kind of hot. She dressed like kind of slutty and stuff. Excuse me.
How
I don't know if
old?
that's
How old am I in
feminist.
this situation?
However old do you want to be? I don't know.
I think I'm gonna go with Kimmy.
I was thinking like high school, but maybe you could be walking to college.
Am I going with the high school nanny or am I going with the nanny from high school? I mean, from the show.
I would assume it's from the show since it's based on the character. You know what I mean? It is that character.
I'm gonna have to choose Kimmy Gibbler then because this is my reasoning. You ready? If her and I end up dating and elope as married people do, like as you, and then we make love and start a family. You know, I would want her to be my age. You know,
Do you start a family the one time you make love?
Yeah,
Is it the
you
first
make
time?
love immediately, and then you start a family, and then after that family starts, you take care of those children for I believe it's 18, probably 40 years until they finally are no longer financially
They're
responsible
self-sufficient,
for you. And I still have not had sexual intercourse.
Well, yeah. So maybe Kimmy's your chance. Then,
Yeah, you know, she seems cool. So I think that's what would happen. I think I'm going to choose Kimmy because I couldn't handle the idea of dating the nanny and then like we're like a couple and she's like 70 and I'm still like rocking 40s dad bod, you know, and I have to like try to like I have to put her in a home eventually. I can't handle that emotional trauma. So I'm going to go with Kimmy Gibbler.
That is all right. I didn't know we were picking your favorite, but I think you did a good job with everybody. There's
Thank you.
Wonderful reasons.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been 165 episodes now, and I'm very good at this game. You know,
You really know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna have weird dreams about Kimmy Gibbler later. Life is gonna be good. You know, life is great. Anyway, Monica, would you like to do the quiz?
I would love to do the quiz. I love quizzes.
We're at 45 minutes right now, and the quiz today. Speaking of Kimmy Gibbler, answer 7.
Oh, wait, is she? Sorry.
She's not one of them, but it's the same era. Answer 7
Yeah,
questions. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, heartthrob is just guys, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Answer 7 questions, and we'll reveal which 90s or 2000s heartthrob you were destined to marry.
Oh, can we make guesses? Let's see. Who are some? Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Oh, that's a good one. Home Improvement. That's nice.
Yeah.
What did he do after Home Improvement? Did he do anything?
There was a movie about Santa or Christmas that I really liked that he was in.
What's the dude who plays Ryan on the OC, and he's now on that Gotham show?
I have no idea.
Did you ever watch the OC?
No, I kind of skipped all those. The OC,
Wow.
Laguna Beach, like all those California shows. I never really got into.
I got really into the OC.
What was it? One Tree Hill. Wasn't that a show?
That's a show. That is a show that exists in the world, in the material world.
I don't know. I'm assuming they have. So what about like not James Vanderbeek, but maybe him.
What about Dawson's Creek guy that played Charlie on Mighty Ducks? Right, that's the same actor, isn't it? Or in Fringe.
Well, it's Pacey is his character's name, but I don't know what his.
Is there a Dawson in Dawson's Creek?
Yeah, that's James Vanderbeek.
Oh,
main
see, I've never seen that show, but
would this only be like
90s or 2000s? So I'm guessing that means from the span of 1990 to 2009.
But I mean, like, could it be musicians? Could it be like Nick Carter?
Oh, it could be
Justin Timberlake.
Maybe a Hanson brother might get thrown in there. You never know. Never know.
I think would Will Smith be in? Does that count? Ooh.
Who?
Will Smith.
Oh, Will Smith might count. He's
like
Fresh
Prince.
Fresh Prince Will Smith. Yeah, it can happen. You know, pre-Jada. You know, we're not trying to tear any families apart. So
maybe I am.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding.
The first question is pick something from the 90s, and you got a Polly Pocket, a Tamagotchi, a Walkman, a Game Boy Color, Lip Smackers, Bratz dolls, which look terrifying, Beanie Babies.
Wait. From the 90s?
Yeah. Or the
I don't think
2000s.
Bratz
Or
were in
the 2000s. I mean, it's heartthrobs. But they said 90s, huh?
But the question, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyways,
I'm not here to judge the quiz.
Maybe I just didn't know Bratz were that old. If
Yeah.
This is correct.
Bratz, Beanie Babies, Beanie Babies, Beanie Bubbies, glitter nail polish, or Pixel Chicks. I don't know what the fuck a Pixel Chick
I don't
is.
know what
That's
that
weird.
is either. Okay.
What are you
Let me
gonna-
see. Out of all of these, I had one Polly Pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Very small.
Yeah, they're
I
very
had a
tiny.
Walkman, of course. I had a Game Boy Color. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel like we're closer as friends. Yes.
I was going to say, am I cooler to you now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I had Lip Smackers. I had a ton of Beanie Babies. I'm going to go Beanie Babies, I think.
I am going to go Game Boy Color because I lent my Game Boy Color to this man named Patrick that was my brother's friend, and then he never gave it back to me, and he lost it.
That's so sad.
And then today...
I still have a Princess Diana bear Beanie Baby doll.
Oh, and today on Facebook, he made a very inappropriate comment not understanding the Me Too campaign. So I'm picking Game Boy Color out of spite for Patrick.
Okay. Well, that's a positive thing to do with your negative energy.
Yeah, you've never had a Tamagotchi? You never got one of those guys? Gals?
I
Those
didn't
are
have
fun.
a lot of like the electron. Like I just had old stuff.
We get it. You played sports. Okay, the next one has nothing to do with anything. That's what I love about it. All right, Monica, you got to choose a snack, and your options are chocolate, veggies,
Chocolate is a snack.
chocolate, veggies and dip, cupcakes, pretzels, fruit salad, trail mix, chips, gummy bears, or corn chips. Someone got lazy on the chip front. Maybe throw salsa on there with those chips, huh? We're going to assume corn chips
Put
include
corn
salsa.
Nuts.
Put corn nuts in
yeah.
there. Put some legumes in there. Some peanuts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What are you going to choose, boo-boo?
I'm gonna go with chips, even though I do love veggies and dip.
Well, tits, because you really done screwed up.
Sorry. Wait.
No,
I'll
it's
do
fine.
veggies and
No,
dip. No,
nope.
because I was gonna tell a story about veggies.
Okay, you're going to choose
that
veggies and
okay?
dips? That's fine. That's
Yeah, because
fine.
now I can tell my vegetable story.
Tell me your vegetable story, and please don't say it's about $1 Million Baby, the movie.
I have no idea what that reference to.
Did you get it? Because Hillary
I've seen
Swank,
that movie, but I don't.
she gets paralyzed. Come on.
That's fucked up, man.
Come
She's
on.
a vegetable, not a veggie.
There's no dip involved unless she chewed tobacco after the accident. Oh, God.
It's the only thing she can move. This got really bad.
Yeah, it did. Just tell your
I
veggies
was
and dip
gonna
story.
say
Recover.
That I really loved like veggies and ranch when I was a kid.
Oh, God,
like,
it's
I'd
so
stand,
good.
You know, maybe we were at an event.
What about
and I
as an
would just
adult?
Stand in front of them. But I love them still too. But it was weirder as a kid. Like I really and I loved broccoli, and that was always such a thing in school or in movies or whatever. People were always like, "Ew, broccoli!" Like kids hate broccoli.
I love
but
broccoli.
I love broccoli, and I called them trees. And my parents would always be like, "Do you want us to get you some trees from from the grocery store?" And now that makes me laugh because that's what you call weed.
Oh, yeah. She's like, you want to smoke some trees?
You want to blow trees?
I got to write down inappropriate $1 Million Baby joke.
Okay.
Just to
Prepare
remember
yourself.
what I said.
Warning. Yeah.
I love veggies and dip still. It's a great, but I would say chips. I would go corn chips and salsa, but my whole life I've loved just potato chips. So I'm going to go with potato chips.
Yeah.
Next step is
I don't blame
you got to choose a meal.
All right.
And your options are spaghetti bolognese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really weird. That's very, like, you could just say spaghetti and meatballs or something. That's really specific there. Burger, tacos, pizza, salad, steak, chicken wings, tofu stir fry, or fish and chips. Monica,
Tofu stir fry.
the choice is yours and yours alone.
Oh man. So are we choosing this meal now or like 90s, 2000s?
I'm going to leave it up to you what you want to choose. If we were going off 90s, I know wings would be out. I didn't start eating chicken wings heavy until I was after college. I discovered the magical land of chicken wings afterward.
Well, then, pick whatever feels right to you.
What do
I'm
you-
gonna go. I think I'm gonna go tacos. I feel like that's just.
That's a delicious choice.
Well, that's what I'm gonna make them at home all the time too.
I'm going to go with spaghetti because of my Italian heritage, and I love
Ooh,
pasta.
Get it, girl.
Choose a destination. England, Greece, Austria, that's random, New York, Peru, Australia, France, Tahiti, or Switzerland.
Australia.
I've heard great things about Australia, and I really want to go there. I am going to pick Greece
too.
in honor of Jackie, who's there right now. I'm going to pick Greece.
Oh, yeah. How's that going? She good?
She sent me an email when she got there. She's having a fun time. I bet she's pretty busy going out, partying, doing Molly, MDMA.
Yeah, I've heard
do.
about that.
All the stuff that the kids and
She's just
moms do.
Doing Molly and rebuilding their economy.
She's probably just doing peyote and looking at the Parthenon.
Did you say Pantheon?
Yeah, I said Pantheon. That's not right.
I think it's Parthenon, right?
Yeah, it's all good. Choose an activity. Reading, sailing. Who the fuck just casually sails? Meditating.
Well, I think that's a reference to a specific movie.
Oh, good point.
Maybe.
Maybe Captain Ron. Is it Captain Ron?
We'll see.
Please say it's Captain Ron. Sailing, meditating, surfing, shopping, napping, writing, watching TV, or eating. Eating.
That's what you're picking?
I think I'm going to pick eating.
Man.
I've never been a napper.
None of these are really I guess now is a little bit
Have you ever been a napper?
A napper?
Yeah, a nap person.
Yeah, well, I was in high school and college just because of practice. We had early practices, and then I would nap in between classes or after school. In high school, I would after school start practices were later. So yeah, when I played sports, I definitely was a napper.
Oh, good. What are you going to choose?
Oh, good.
I just realized I shouldn't talk about it because that's a great positive spin topic we've never talked about is napping.
Oh, that is a good one. I'm going to go writing just to, that's a little bit more accurate now.
Okay. Now you got to choose a TV show.
Oh.
Riverdale, which I haven't seen yet. Friends, The Vampire Diaries, Gossip Girl, Rick and Morty, Full House, Sherlock, The Office, or How I Met Your Mother.
Man. I'm going to go Friends. I just think that's the most familiar I've been to a show.
They'll be there. They'll be there for you, so you should pick that. I am torn between 4 choices, actually. Rick and Morty, Sherlock, The Office, or How I Met Your Mother. I love Rick and Morty, and I love all these shows pretty equally, but I think I'm going to go with Sherlock. I'm a big Sherlock fan. Have you seen Sherlock?
Yeah.
On the British Broadcasting Company? It's amazing.
No, I didn't.
Corporation?
Even know that was
It's really good. We should watch it together sometime. Finally, choose a puppy, and we have some adorable choice. Can you describe these puppies to the listener, Monica?
There's so many. I don't know what kind of puppies they would be.
We got a puppy. We can just say where they are. They got a puppy in a bag. We got a puppy on a sofa.
Oh yeah.
We got two puppies fighting.
Wrestling.
We got puppy and popcorn in a popcorn crate. We got a puppy looking up at you derpily. We got a puppy sleeping with a giraffe. We got a pug puppy, a Dalmatian puppy, and then a puppy that looks like Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead.
And he's holding a Starbucks cup.
Yeah, a Seattle puppy.
Oh man. I'm going to go with the puppy cuddling with the giraffe.
That's a good one. That's a good puppy.
Okay. I know. Okay.
I'm going to go with the popcorn puppy. Oh my God. You're going to be so jealous, I think.
Am I?
I think so. Who did you get, Monica?
Oh, it's funny because I brought this show up, but Chad Michael Murray, he's the guy from One Tree Hill. He was the main character from One Tree Hill. I knew what he looks like, and I've heard his name, but I never watched that show. But he's a hottie.
I'm Googling it to see what he looks. Oh, this guy seems nice. Seems fun. Seems like a real chill. He's got 2 children.
This guy seems nice.
He's got 2 children, but he is divorced. Yeah. So nope, never mind. He's married. If you want to be a homewrecker, be a homewrecker.
Jesus. Yeah.
You know who I'm going to
divorced now. No.
You know who my heartthrob I'm destined to marry is? You mentioned him.
Who?
Justin Timberlake.
Did I?
Yeah, you mentioned JT.
Ooh,
no, you said Nick Carter.
Are you gonna break up him and Jessica Biel?
I think
said
so.
I said, did musicians count?
The best part is this Justin Timberlake gif is him with very bleach blonde curly hair, looking straight at the camera.
Yeah,
very
that's
intently.
definitely 90s JT.
Yeah, 90s.
Yeah, get it, girl.
Maybe what happens is him and I get married, and then he writes a bunch of songs about me.
That's probably exactly what happened.
That's probably what would happen. It would be nice. Good for Justin. I like you. Good job.
Damn it.
What's wrong?
I was trying to turn the light on because I'm sitting in the dark, but I didn't.
Do you want to just leave for the podcast a second and I can fill some time?
I forgot I could pick this up.
Monica
figured it
forgot she could pick up a computer.
Got it. Well, it was my phone, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, we did it, Monica. How do you feel about your choice? Do you feel like he's a heartthrob?
Yeah, I think he's a cute guy. I don't know. I wish I had seen that show so I could know but I guess him as a person, you said he seems like a nice guy, so I'll go with it.
Yeah, he's married. You know, he had a divorce, but who hasn't been damaged, you know, since we're all people, you know, it's nice.
I don't even think that's that damaging, but yeah, my mom's been divorced. You hold on to that.
Yeah, Pam is not damaged. Pam is perfect in every single way.
Yeah.
Why does Pam...
Damaged.
Damaged. I'm writing that down.
She's
Son of a
here
biscuit.
to do some Pamage.
She's just here to do some Pamage. We gotta do. If she says something weird while drunk, you gotta I gotta do some Pamage control real quick.
That's hilarious. Oh god.
All right, you want to do your charity?
Yes, somebody sent this to me. It's I kind of like this because everything is so specific lately, and there's all this shit going on, and we've been like, this is how you can help, which is great. Please keep doing that. This was like a nice story that was on Ellen, which is always fun. Also, shout out to Ellen for doing big things with positivity.
Ellen, good job dancing.
Yeah, I'm sure she needs it from us. But there's this kid named Braden. He's got a hearing aid, right? And his dog ate them.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then I think he's 11, and his mom got really mad, and he was like, well, why? And she said, well, we can afford it, but they're really expensive, And that made Braden think about people who couldn't afford hearing aids, so we started a GoFundMe campaign to buy people hearing aids, like kids' hearing aids.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I think she donated, like $20,000 on the show or whatever, but the GoFundMe is still up, and you can donate, and you can see the whatever company that he uses that they use to distribute them. He gives them out too.
Oh, do you have a nice URL I can go to?
Yes, GoFundMe.com/Braden's Hearing Aid Awareness. I think if you just type in Braden's Hearing Aids.
Yeah, I'll put a little linky poo in there for people.
There you go.
Little linky poo. This was a great.
There's also some video you can watch him on Ellen. He's a really cute kid. Like nice boy,
Mm-hmm. I like it.
I like that. I like it. Kids doing good stuff for other people. That's cute.
I like it. That's good. That's a great charity, Monica. You did a great job on this episode today. I'm really proud to be your co-host.
Buddy. I think you did a great job too. What a top 5 turnaround,
Great work.
Oh, one last thing. We're switching some stuff up on the website. And
good call.
I really, really appreciate you guys using our banner, our Amazon banner, because we know that you do that and that helps us a ton. It won't work for a little while. So there is an Amazon banner on the top of my website. Not on the very top, but it's on the bio page. It's just a little one. And you can use that one for now. And that's just monicanevi.com. But we'll figure it out and we'll let you know when it's...
Yeah, it should be up again soon. I want to revamp our website, and it's going to take me a little bit of time. And I'm sorry if this puts you out in any way, shape, or form, but go to potaholics.com and check out Hug Life there.
Yes.
Also, we should be getting a direct download link up there as well.
Oh, is there not one up there before?
Yeah, I think there's a direct down. There might be one now, but as of this,
cool.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, and if stuff comes up, if something's not working or you don't see it somewhere, comment on our fan page, or if you haven't already liked our Facebook page, or you can email us or something,
or tweet at us or something. Yeah,
or tweet us, and we'll try to figure it out for you as soon as we can. I appreciate you guys tweeting me. I don't know a whole lot about the computer stuff though, so then I just bother Mike. So if you just want to tweet Mike, that works too.
Or you can keep bothering Monica, because Monica, that makes me happy. I can't speak at all. We should end this podcast.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to say to the listener before we go?
Oh yeah. I love you so much.
This has been a Potaholics Comedy Network presentation. Potaholics.com